Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Santa Slay. Thank you for tuning in with me tonight. So today we're going to get into this simple neutral glam that I came up with for you guys, and I hope you enjoy. I don't want to talk too much, so let's get straight into the video. To start like mid brow, so I'll just go ahead and start applying that. And you see how easily that just glide on. Like, oh my god, this makes my life so much just less complicated. Like, I don't know, I love it. I like to start off from that mid brow like I did with the product, and now I'm just gonna go in and conceal my eyelids. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm going in with the same LA Girl concealer and fawn that I used for my eyebrows, and I'm just going to pat that on my lid. And you want to make sure it's all blended evenly, because once you set this with your setting powder, you don't want this to crease, because if you're wearing eyeshadow, you just don't want it to crease, period. But if you're wearing eyeshadows, that's not going to be good. So make sure you're blending this out and patting that product completely in like that. Now I'm going to go in with my Airspun setting powder, and I'm just going to use that powder to set above my lids to make sure I don't crease up. So, and just a thin layer, you don't have to do a lot. I like to go in with my Smashbox photo finish primer, and I just apply it. That was more than I wanted. And my T-zone. And I like to, like I said, I like to do this after I do my eyebrows, because if it gets mixed in with my product that I use for my eyebrows, it just doesn't look right. So, and I'm so annoyed because I just like get scars on my face so easily. I had a pimple right there, and I think I tried to pop it and it just left that horrible bruise. It was actually way darker than that, but it's starting to lighten up, so that's good. I did get a tan over the summer, so I was using my other concealer, but I'm using this now. This is Warm Honey. Okay, so I'm just going under my eyes with this. And this concealer is a little bit on the thinner side, like, so I feel like it's more of a water-based product. So you can either add more if you want more coverage, or I noticed that when you let it sit for a little while, it actually like builds up on its own, like it gets thicker. So you can let it sit on your skin for a little second if you want to do it that way, whichever works for you. Whatever, it depends on what type of coverage you're going for, honestly. But I just apply it like that. And usually, like, for my face structure, I don't like to go, this is honestly kind of a little too wide for me. I feel like the more product you pull out is going to make your face look bigger. So I don't like to pull my product out. And I used to do that for a little second, and I wasn't feeling my makeup, and I came to realize that's why. It makes your face look bigger. So I usually like to stop with my concealer at the corner of my eyes and leave it at that. So yeah, I'm just going in and highlighting all the areas that I like usually highlight. I want to add a little bit more down here though. I don't know, it's just looking kind of thin. I like to add a little bit more coverage since I'm not actually wearing foundation. So, and it's drying too, but I don't know. This is just the finish I like to go for. So, I keep hearing noises out in my living room. My dog is out there. I think he's eating. I'm just gonna go in with a clean, damp beauty blender. And guys, when you're doing this part, can you please make sure that your beauty blender is clean and make sure it's damp and not dry? Because if you're using a dry beauty blender, all you're doing is just, you might as well use a brick to blend out your makeup. I don't know, like, I'm not saying it's not going to come out right. Maybe it works for you, and that's what I like about makeup. Makeup is subjective. What works for you might not work for me. But I've noticed the proper way to really do it is to make sure your blender is clean and damp. And yeah, I don't know, I feel like you're just going to be dragging the product, and just, you might even get some blotches if it's not damp. So yeah, so you want to make sure this is clean and damp. This is actually a real Technique sponge. This isn't a beauty blender, but you know what I'm trying to say. You get the gist of what I'm trying to say. This actually did get a little dry on me, so I'm just gonna go in with my MAC mineralized charged water. It's like skin hydrating water. I'm just gonna spray a little bit on my beauty blender for it's looking whatever, be more wet. So okay, so I like to start with these two areas just to give my under eye a little bit more time to dry up, if that's the look that I'm going for, which it is today. So yeah. That's so much energy today. I'm already let this dry up a little bit too much now. I am so annoyed because this scar is still kind of peeking through. Not that I put too much coverage over that spot in general, but I don't know, it's a little aggravating. I know a lot of people color correct to like prevent it from peeking through, but I don't know. I've actually never color corrected before. I don't know. I feel like it's just a whole extra step and shebang that I don't know. I'm really hoping that my setting powder is going to cover it up, because that's really peeking through and it's really bothering me. So I don't want to add more product right there. I could, but I'm just really not. You know what, actually I'm gonna do it. You know what, gonna do it. Just a little tad just on that spot. It's bugging me bad, so I'll let that sit there for a second. So now that we have our concealer on, I'm just gonna go in with my favorite Age Rewind concealer, and I'm gonna add it up under my eye to brighten it up. I really just love to pop. I love a popping under eye, and that's what I'm going for. So I'm just gonna pop, 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 pop. Okay, so ooh. Man, let me tell you guys, the other day I was going to class. You know, classes just started. I haven't worn makeup to class at all. And so the one day that I decided to wear makeup, because I was going out after class, so I just wanted to have my makeup done. I wanted everything to be set and I'm ready to go. So I'm in a car driving to class, makeup bomb, like you know, I'm taking selfies, whatever. And I get to class and for some odd reason, whatever, I don't know where I went wrong. My makeup was just like creased up under my eyes so bad to the point that it was separated. Like it wasn't even like creased. Like, I am so annoyed with this camera. Like, I'm in the middle of a story. I don't even know where my camera just cut off at. Like, I didn't ask for this. Like, I'm in the middle of a story. Like, don't do that to me. Like, I don't like that. I don't even know where it cut off at. But long story short, my eyeliner creased up so terribly bad up under my eyes, and I was trying to fix it and I was making it 10 times worse. So here I am. And it's actually, here I am going into this class, and it was just so embarrassing because I couldn't like put on any sunshades to like fix it or try to hide it or anything. Like, I just had to live with it and deal with it. Like, but now I'm gonna go in with my Black Radiance concealer stick, and I'm just gonna contour all the areas that I want to appear smaller or snatched, if you will. Anyways, I'm just gonna go in with my foundation brush and I'm gonna blend out my concealer. So, kissy face. And you want to kind of do it in a circular motion to like blend it in with that concealer. Get up under that jawline. And make sure you're actually really blending right here. This is important because I see a lot of people don't blend it all the way and they end up with a harsh line right there. Or another thing that I see, as far as foundation, like they might not blend the product all the way down, and I don't know, it kind of gives you like a mask. A mask, yeah, like you have a mask on. A mask effect, that's what I'm trying to say. And looks a little weird. So you're gonna make sure you're blending your foundation at least in, and not, I don't know, just, yeah, we're not doing foundation right now, so I'm not even gonna worry about that. So I'm gonna finish blending in this concealer. And even if you don't feel like you got to blend it in completely, or is not as blended as you would like it to be, don't worry about it, because once we set these products, you're gonna get another chance to blend it all out again. But blending is definitely major key. So blend up under my eyes one more time before I go ahead and set it, because I do not need another crease nightmare. I think I was gonna have time to go home and redo my makeup. That was the thing. But listen, I would have found a grocery store. I would have found anywhere to wipe that makeup off and do it over. And it really wasn't that bad, but it's like, girl, I know how my makeup is supposed to look, and I know how I like it to look, and it just wasn't it for me, okay? So I'm just gonna go in with my Airspun again. I'm just gonna go in with my Airspun powder again, and I'm just gonna set up under all the places that I highlighted, and I start with up under my eyes, because that is the quickest place to crease first. So I like to start up under my eyes, just so I don't have to, you know, worry about having to keep going back in and blending that, because once that setting powder is on there, you're pretty much good to go. You don't really have to worry about it creasing up on you. I want to say too much at all. Now that all those places are set, I'm just gonna go in with my Cover FX palette, and this is actually my favorite palette now. I'm gonna go in with this palette, and I'm gonna go in with the contour section and just basically do the same thing that I did with my highlighter. Go in with my contour powder, and I'm just gonna set the same areas that I contoured with the stick. So contour, contour, contour. And this is what I meant by, you know, don't worry too much about if you feel like you couldn't blend it all the way. You shouldn't have any problems too much with blending with just the liquid products, but once you put that powder on and you let that bake, you're going to end up blending it all out again. So I wouldn't, you know, stress out about it too much. So yeah. Okay, now that that's on, I'm gonna go in with the back of my beauty blender, and I'm going to sculpt out my jaw, or clean up my contour, however you want to, whatever you want to call it. But this is what I'm doing. I like to use the back of this sponge because I feel like it just gives it such a sharp, clean look. So we're gonna let that sit for a while, and while that's sitting, I'm actually gonna just go ahead and contour my nose. And I only powder contour my nose. I used to use a cream, but I just feel like it was an extra step that I didn't really need, and I feel like it's just easier to just use the powder. So I'm just gonna go in with my contour powder kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm gonna take this color, and I'm just gonna contour down the sides of my nose. So that's what we're gonna do now. And I use a super light hand when I do this part because I don't want it to be too hard or too, you know, I don't have to do too much blending when I blend my makeup all together. So I like to use a super gentle hand with this, and a super light color too, because I just don't want a harsh line going down my nose, you know. Yeah. Head and stop talking and remove this product from my face, and I go in with a flathead brush. It's very fluffy, got a little bit of powder already in it, but I go in with this brush and I just wipe away all the excess powder from my face. So blend in a circular motion up under my contour to like blend the two products in together so it doesn't leave a harsh line once my makeup is complete. So now I'm gonna go in, this is one of my favorite parts, blush. I just feel like it just brings the whole look together, it brings some warmth and some light back into your face, like life, like it just, I don't know, like I love blush. It's like one of my favorite steps of makeup. So I'm just gonna go in again with my Cover FX palette. I'm gonna go ahead with the blush in this palette and just real lightly, because it, you see how easily this product just came off. So you want to do it with a somewhat of a light hand, depending on how much blush you personally like to use. But I like to do it enough to where it still looks very natural. I'm gonna go back in with that same flathead brush that I used for my powders, and I'm just gonna blend it in a little better. Just added so much warmth and color into my skin. Boom. Now I'm just feeling like full-fledged baddie at this point. Go ahead and set my whole face with my Photo Finish Smashbox Primer Water. You want to make sure it's a couple inches away from your face, and I really did not have to spray that much. That was a tad dramatic, but I just felt like it. Okay, so don't be like me and waste product. Thank you guys for sticking in for this video. That is the end of this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as I enjoyed making it. Let me know in the comments below about the under eye creasing and what you can do to prevent it or even fix it if it does happen. And I want you guys to start interacting with me more from here on out, and I look forward to putting out more videos and interacting with you guys, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.